Yeah, she's over there at that table talking to my little brother. We got dads over there, we got the whole crew. Yeah, nice meeting you.
Wait. Hello, welcome to this wonderful place and view. Some friends here, they're going to introduce themselves and tell us why we are here.
Hello everybody, my name is Anna. I am a Goals board member. Also, I am the head of the Women Football Unit in Football Federation of Armenia.
Hi, I'm Lucine Mirzakhanyan. I'm also a board member and got recently involved with the Goals organization, and this event we're hosting is for the Southern California community. So it's a benefit event to introduce the organization to the community here. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Allie Bailey. I'm a Goals board member as well and former professional soccer player here in the U.S.
This is just for California, this event, or it's going to help Yerevan, Armenia too?
So we started the fundraising events back in October in New York. First fundraising event for Goals was organized by our board members that live in New York. And this is second one organized by Lucine here. She's hosting in her beautiful house. And all the benefits, all the money that we will fundraise today will go for the girls in Armenia that will give them opportunity to play football, soccer.
Do you know Lori?
Sure, I worked with her for 3 years.
She's amazing.
Yeah, of course. Everybody's amazing. There's a huge team behind the organization. Organization is young, 2014 was it founded in, and already has made a huge impact, social impact. The girls are amazing in Armenia, of course, and so everything raised here, like Anna mentioned, it's not for Southern California. It's for the community in Southern California to learn and know about the organization, what great things it does in Armenia, and 100% of everything, of course, it's for the girls to benefit.
Whose idea was this?
I think we all wanted to have a fundraiser out here in LA, and
Nobody take credit.
yeah, and helps.
It's a team effort.
We do teamwork all the time, so it's team effort. And Lucine wanted to organize in her house, so we agreed. We're glad that we are here, so it's team effort all the time.
It's easy for you, but not me driving 3 hours through this rush hour.
Yeah, I came all the way from Armenia, from Yerevan.
You're from Armenia?
Yes, yeah.
So I'm going to be, June, I'm going to be there. She said there is a 20th, some game they're going to play?
Yeah, we have our national tournament in June 22nd, so you are welcome to play if you want, or to cover.
I was in Armavir. She took me there, and there was like those girls, they were playing amazing. But the team I was supporting, they didn't win. But
so maybe in national tournament they will win.
Yeah, I'll figure out some team. Anything else you want to say?
I want to say thank you for coming, and it's a great opportunity. Really the reason, I mean, when you say whose idea was it, I think it was long coming, because we have such a strong supporting community here in Los Angeles specifically, and there wasn't a chance earlier to introduce the organization, and it was just long overdue. So I think it's a great timing, and hopefully with many more to come.
Must tell you, you have a nice house here, a nice view. It was worth coming. If I knew it was this good, I would come a couple of hours earlier.
Next time.
Next time, I'm sure I know where to come. Yeah. Do you have to say something?
No, I just want to thank all the people that came here, and specifically you for coverage of this event. And I hope that more people will know about Goals and appreciate what our board member did for all these girls playing in Armenia. So as many people know about Goals as an organization, as many girls benefit in Armenia.
Well, I'm for sure trying as much as I can because I love it, And, especially in Armenia, the women's still just coming up, It's so they need help, they need boost, you know. So I'm very thankful for all of you guys doing this. You know, this is great event, you know. So thank you very much, and maybe we'll see you next year this time, hopefully, or before that. Yeah, yeah, it's great, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
Thank you for coming tonight. It's great to have you all. Very exciting. We want to take a break from music and do a very quick presentation if you don't mind. We have a screen behind you. Hopefully you can see. Just want to talk a little bit about the organization, what it's been doing in the past few years, and why it's so wonderful. Okay, I'm going to pass it over to Anna, who has been involved for much longer than myself. And he's awesome. She's awesome. And
that's a boxer, I think.
Anna? Yeah, that's it. Montrose.
Sorry about that.
Hello everybody, my name is Anna. I want to thank you for coming here. It's wonderful to see so many people that are interested in our organization. So now I work in Football Federation of Armenia as a head of Women Football Unit, and I will tell you how I came there. So now let's start with introducing GOLS, which is Girls of Armenian Leadership Soccer. So I will start with a little bit of history. GOLS started not at that time as an organization, but as an idea. Two Peace Corps volunteers who were in Armenia at that time, appointed in 2014, started this. Zach Taylor and Victoria Doken. Actually, Zach's parents are here. Thank you for coming. They are here. Thank you for your wonderful son. If not Zach, I'm sure that this organization will not exist. So Zach was living in Zach was living in Tergyuch in Sunik region, and he realized that the girls there, they don't have any opportunity to play soccer, and they don't have any opportunity to do any sports, not about soccer, and they have nothing to do in the village. So he started with where he was working in the school, started a little team, girls team, and then another volunteer, Victoria, was living in Gyumri. They talked to each other and they started a small league in Sunik region, and they had only 4 teams. And then in 2014, at that time, Ambassador Heffern was very excited to hearing that Peace Corps volunteers wanted to start something and for the girls in the villages. So he helped them to invite Andrea Montalbano, who was Harvard soccer player. She was also Harvard Hall of Fame. And then she is a writer. She writes very good books about soccer sisters. And her husband is Armenian. So they invited her to Armenia, and she did a little tour in the villages and in Yerevan. She practiced with girls. She talked to them. She told them that girls can play soccer, and everybody were very excited. And then in 2000, so this comes my story with goals. In 2015, I was working with girls team from Gyumri, and this is how I met with Victoria. And Victoria offered me to work with them, to help them to continue to grow more. So in 2016, we decided to register the organization, and in the end of August 2016, we had the registered NGO goals, and I was the president of NGO at that time. When we registered, we had only like 6 teams in Sunik region, and now we have, I think we can show more. You cannot see, but just nice pictures. There is Andrea, there is Mr. Heffern, and our girls, like first girls who played soccer in Sunik League. And now from that small 4 teams, we have leagues, the girls that playing futsal in 8 regions of Armenia. We have 10 regions in Armenia, and we covered 8 regions of Armenia. We have, there is only 2 regions left. Okay, so that's our mission. It's not about soccer, you know. In Armenia, still, I'm very sorry to tell that, but still women, girls' rights are not equal. So now it's about empowering the girls, about telling them that they can become leaders, they can do something that is more than being a housewives or, I don't know, taking care of their little kids. Because, you know, the challenges that we have in the villages is, first of all, you know, the parents, they said that, okay, when you are 18, what you need to do? Nothing. No education, you go, you marry, or you do the housework, or do something. We wanted to change that, and we changed it. Okay, can we go more? Yeah. Yeah, so this is our map, and we have 8 leagues in 8 regions of Armenia. We have 747 girls playing in our leagues. We have 60 communities, 60 cities, villages playing in our leagues. We have more than 50 coaches volunteering, doing the volunteer work. The largest league that we have, it's in Sunik. We have 16 teams from different small villages playing in that league. And the league starts when we have at least 4 teams. So now we have the aim in September to add Ararat and Aragazotan region. You see that we don't have leagues there, but I hope that in September we can add this. Also, I want to tell you that as I joined Goals 2016, my idea was to do a partnership with Football Federation of Armenia. At that time, it wasn't possible. It was like a dream that could never came true. And when everything is changed last year in September, I was appointed as head of Women Football's unit in Football Federation of Armenia. It's first time the unit was created. And so my dream came true because I signed the agreement, official agreement with Goals and Federation. They are now partners, and Goals is official grassroots partner for Federation. So Goals is doing all the grassroots and finding the girls from the villages, regions, for finding the talented kids who can come to play in a regular league, in national teams. The national team under 19. And we have 2 more girls playing in national team from Gore's team, from Sunik League, and we have from Yerevan, from Arctic, from different places the girls are inviting to the national teams. It's for U19. So, besides the leagues that we have, we also organize soccer camps, summer camps, and last 2 years, every year we have 3 summer camps in different communities, and basically we do the camps in the community before opening the league, so the kids, the parents, the coaches, they know what we do. It's not only about soccer. We teach them, we have the classes, leadership classes, we teach them sport for social impact games with different, very different topics. Kids, coaches, NGO workers, youth workers, to teach all these topics and even more with, like, Prime Minister's wife, Anna Hakopian, and Prime Minister was just appointed. We just sent her an invitation, and she just showed up for our national tournament. And the girls were very excited to see her as a team, and this is what we did in just 1 year. Zinaida Meloyan, she's director of programming, and we have Anushik, who is project manager. So these three wonderful women doing all this stuff by themselves, and we also have the regional coordinators for all the in her school $1,000 and sent to goals. Wow. So I want her to share her experience.
Հարգելի ժողովուրդ եւ սիրելի հայրենագիտներ, անունս Նարիդեր Մգրդիչյան է եւ ես գոլզի գամավոր եմ Լոս Անջելեսի մեջ։ Անցյալ տարի գազմագերբեցի տրամահավաքը եւ հավաքեցի $1000 հայ երիտասարդուհի ֆուտբոլիստներուն համար Հայաստանի մեջ։ Եթե թույլ տաք, անգլերենով գրնամ ավելի մանրամասնորեն պատմել իմ փորձառությունս։ My journey with goals began last May as I embarked on a class trip to Armenia. This is going to be my second time in Armenia, and I knew full and well that I wanted to do something to help. I took to the internet in hopes of finding an organization that I related to and felt passionate about. I began to think deeper about how I wanted to help Armenia. I wondered if an organization that tied in Armenian youth to soccer existed. Soccer plays a huge role in my life as I've been playing the sport since I was 6 years old. After searching online, I stumbled upon Goals and instantly knew I wanted to get involved. The fact that Goals offers girls in Armenia the opportunity to play a sport they love, establish new friendships and communities, and instill qualities in the girls such as confidence and self-worth is extraordinary. As a girl growing up in the United States, I often forget how lucky I am to have the opportunity to play soccer. And with the help of Goals, I could soon share this privilege with girls my age in Armenia. After looking through their website, I decided to send an email to the team in Yerevan, saying that I was interested in their initiatives and principles and explain my idea of hosting a fundraiser in order to raise money for the organization. They emailed me back quickly and were very informative and helpful. I decided I wanted to host a fundraiser at my high school to not only raise money, but also help spread the word about Goals. With the help from my school's administration and students, I was able to raise $1,000 for Goals by selling donuts and lemonade. When I went to Armenia for our 11th grade class trip, I presented the gift to the organization, and the warmth and thanks I was greeted with was very welcoming. I had not done much according to me, but my efforts were appreciated by all the girls who would now have the opportunity to actually play a sport they loved. The money I raised went to providing equipment and supplies to the league in Goris, as well as the sport for social impact training with workers held in GagruleLive and Gyumri. I felt proud of myself knowing that I was able to help build a bridge connecting the diasporan youth with the kids in Armenia. I learned that if I am in a position to give, I must. I'm looking forward to becoming more involved with Goals in the future, and I'm very fortunate to have been able to help this amazing organization. Thank you.
Thank you, Nari. And I want to tell also that Nari is invited for the national team under 19 to play for Armenia.
Oh, wow.
So, she's great. Now, Stephen, please share your experience with Goals.
How about a hands for Anna?
Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you for the hospitality, for hosting. We all appreciate it. I'm going to talk a little bit about my own experience, but one word that we all use, by the way, Bari Yereko, but I see the audience, so I'll speak in English. The word Dukhov is the new word in Armenia. Well, guess what? Dukhov describes Anna, because what she has done in Armenia is with old Armenia, and she's doing it now with the new Armenia. Another hand of applause for Anna. So I have God has blessed me with two wonderful kids, Mane and Monte. And what I do, I make an effort, not every year, every other year, I take my kids to Armenia. When I go to Armenia, I love Yerevan, but I make sure they go visit Artsakh, Martuni, Martake. Just imagine, Imagine what we can do when there's a program like that in Martuni, in Martagir, by the borderline. Think about that. You know what it's going to cost you? One less Starbucks. Think about it. So I've grown up here. I've been here 30 years. I've been in soccer all my life. I have a real job, education, master's degree, etc. But I've been involved in soccer. I've been privileged to play with coaches who have coached national teams. I've helped a lot of kids to get to college, universities. Unfortunately, my playing career was cut short, got double ACL injuries. But anyhow, I went there. I took my kids. The experience is unbelievable. It's unreal. When you're in a town where the kids are playing with no shoes, there's only one ball, and that's provided by goals. So we all can make a difference. The little difference that you're gonna make, I always tell my kids, it's not the chances, but the choices you make that will determine someone's destiny. And that's what we need to do here. So if you're here, before you walk out, you make sure you make that small contribution. It's gonna go a long way. Talking about my own experience, I just want to remember one experience at Tzovak to put a light into our evening tonight. So my daughter, Mane, also plays soccer here. God bless her. Give her a hand. You can find her on some of the social media. She's only 12. She's already being hunted by national teams. God bless her. And one day she has the dream she will play for Armenian national team. Thank you. So we were at Tzovak Gyuk. Tzovak Gyuk is about 4 hours away from Yerevan. So it's very difficult to get there. And when you're there, I mean, it's through those rough roads, and you get there. We ended up doing a clinic for the kids, and at some point, my lovely daughter over there stepped on something. She started yelling, "What is this, Dad?" Well, it was cow poop. Just to tell you the conditions that we have and the difference that we can all make by small contributions. One other thing I want to talk about, we're talking about equality and all that. We're fighting that here. And I want to be very clear. Men Khaeres, we Armenians, we love our mothers. Surp, right? We say Surp Mairik. Well, that same mother one day was a young Armenian girl. So if you don't value them today, we don't empower them today, it's the same. I mean, I want to be very clear. We're not talking about equality. Doesn't mean my own daughter is going to lose her beauty. She'll make, I don't want to say somebody's girlfriend because I don't want to think about it, but she'll make somebody, one day she'll be a good wife, God willing, a good mother. But that doesn't mean that today we can empower her to do what she wants to do, what she likes doing is playing soccer. All right? So with that, I thank you for hospitality. And again, any little thing you can do, you're going to empower a kid in Armenia. Let's all of us here do as much as we can to help them out. Anna, great job.
Thank you, Steve. I think we will play some videos. Yes. And I want you to pay attention on the posters. So we have, if you decide to donate, not now, it's not necessary now, maybe you have to think, but this is what the little money can do in Armenia with the kids. It's all there.